Hello everybody, this is Leonora, and I am back here today to do an unboxing of this Mystical Shamans Oracle cards. This deck's only been on the market for a couple of months, so I've been excited to kind of open it up, check it out, and see what's inside. If you like what we're doing here, what I'm talking about on the channel, make sure to like and follow me below here on YouTube. You can follow me personally on Twitter at ElementsCrazyLee, as well as you can follow my business, Elemental Inspirations, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So this particular deck is a Hay House deck, and I'd have to say I picked it up a lot because of the Colette Baron-Reid name factor on the name. The packaging is pretty, the introductory artwork that they kind of show you on the back here, that has some potential in it as well. The introduction on the back kind of gives you a nice little idea, but I definitely picked it up, didn't read as much content on it just because it was a Colette Baron-Reid. Okay, yes. So there are some other fantastic names on here as well. We've got Alberto, Villodo, and Marcella, Lobos, as well as again Colette Baron-Reid. So this is a Hay House deck, and it is a full-size, almost box kit that you more commonly see with a lot of the tarot, and of course there's a lot of oracles that have big boxes as well. But you don't see a whole lot of them coming from Hay House, so this is probably one of their biggest box kit sets, as well as it's probably one of their bigger price point items as well. Their normal retail on it's about $40 here at the beginning of 2008 when it's first coming out. So the package is really intriguing, especially if you like that naturey, mystical, shamany kind of artwork. So definitely I like the cover art, and I'm hoping that maybe we're going to see more of this, and maybe even this will be a card, hopefully. So as we kind of turn the box over, the packaging actually does have some nice introductory. If you're not familiar with any of the three names that I mentioned, it does have a nice avenue of information it's kind of got here on the back. So this is supposed to be a 64 card oracle, so not a small oracle, and not the classic Hay House 40 some odd card oracles. We're looking at a little bit bigger of a thing. So as I bust into this, we're gonna take this beautiful package open, and now this is one of these packages that looks like it slips out from one side to the other here. I want to make sure I don't rip that cover, but it's definitely got a slip cover from one side to the other. And ooh, as we just seen 2 seconds ago, that is really, really pretty. And it looks like they are actually doing more of one of these fold out pieces. It's got the magnetic little piece on the edge there. That's nice. I found actually that these, if you don't want to keep your deck in a box with the book, this may not be your ideal thing. But a lot of people want to take time finding the correct home for their deck. And this actually gives you a little bit more time because the packaging's secure, your deck isn't just falling out. It is a little bit more of that case feeling. This, of course, is just that slip cover, but that's what you're going to get in this kind of environment. So as we open up and we go to look inside, we definitely have a little book here. It's got an interesting kind of lip on it. It almost looks like it might be a hardcover, but it's a hard paper cover more so than anything. So I apologize about the phone ringing, guys. We're doing this review, so we're not going to get that right now. Really pretty pictures in here, and definitely kind of more of the black and white variations of what the cards are going to look like. But ooh, as we open it up, there was definitely a nice little hardcover box inside of that big box. So just from this now, all of a sudden we've condensed down and we're in a much smaller box size that we're more familiar with for Colette Baron-Reid, Hay House, oracles, the whole thing. So that is a nice little slip box, slip cover kind of a thing, and it's got a nice, I like that tree little rim around that. So the cards, that's cute. So we pull this out, we've got another ribbon and another little set of twigs. That kind of seems to be a theme that we've going on from the outside of the box to the Hello everybody, sorry about that, a little bit of technical difficulties here, had to replace the batteries, but we're back and I'm going to try to finish up where we left off, as close to it. So after I got these cards out of the box, we have this great design here on the back of these like really classic standard size oracle decks. So this is not going to be your teeny little Lenormand or Kipper, and this isn't going to be one of those long decks. This is going to be your standard wide size deck. I'm loving the colors on the back anyways. It's very earth tone, very mystical, magically. Definitely has a very nice, and I guess I'll just use the title, shamanic vibe to it. So as we flip over to this first card here, I'm having to say that right off the bat, this is some really beautiful artwork. Obviously, these are just first impressions, and I'm not sure what the system is and how they're using it, but it does look like there's some really great coloration to this. So for a shaman's deck, it's very mystically. It looks like they're incorporating animals, the mysticism, elements. I'm not sure if it's an intentional thing. Of course it is, but you got this little elemental symbol up there around the numbers. So as I'm touching this deck, as I'm holding this deck, one thing I'm definitely on a personal note liking right off the bat is it's got kind of a light gloss, light matte coat to the front and the back, which is really nice so that they're not just glaring at you and repelling off of the light and whatnot. The cards definitely are matching the vibrations on the back, so you're not kind of seeing one theme on the back and flipping it over and having a totally other vibration. But they've got a wonderful color scheme here. It's looking like you're not just saturated with the one set of color tones all throughout this deck. So this is going to be really neat to get into, and as we get to this card, we can obviously get a vibration just in even this unboxing, that the deck has got multiple cultures, multiple regions, and has got just a really nice tone and collaboration of numerous context in here. So the messages are looking nice. I personally like most of the decks that have smaller written titles on them, so this is right at the genre of stuff I like. That is just a fantastic card. It's Native American, it's Mayan, it's Celtic, it's European, it's Asian. That is a very deep card, and it just hit me as I'm kind of showing us here I'm loving that card right off the bat. With the blues, the greens, the purples, the yellows, the browns, I think that they did a great usage of that. And then on top of the cards not being overly glossy, you really get an idea to absorb all that. Ooh, look at that jaguar. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a great card. Kind of flipping through these a little bit. I'm hoping that outside set of eyeballs, ooh, look at that lower world. That is just stupendous. That is a great card. Let's see here. I really would like to see, though, that back card. Ooh, there it is. Okay. I was super hoping that it's a little bit different, obviously, than the cover art, but it's a great illustration. Obviously would really love to go through this book and kind of learn what this oracle is all about. So this deck has been really a surprise deck out on the market. I know a lot of people weren't sure what to think about it, and with Colette Baron-Reid's other variations that she's done, I have to personally say I think she always chooses pretty fantastic artwork to go with. So thank you guys for all putting together this wonderful deck. When you kind of see that she's done her enchanted maps and her wisdom of the oracle, this deck definitely kind of steps into a new direction, kind of a little bit separation of that, but also brings in some of the same elements and similar vibes and frequencies, especially with the stylization of art she chose. So as we go to shuffle them, let's do the first shuffle. They're stiff, but they're not overly stiff. Oh yeah, there's no particles kind of coming off of it. It looks like it's going to be able to take some hammering, which is good for the people who are doing daily spreads and daily usage. Oh yeah, that goes together really, really, really nice. Ooh, since we started lower world, look at that one. Oh yeah, upper world. So really great deck overall. I'm really happy with the whole stylization. I'm excited to kind of see where they take the system. If not, this looks like one of those decks that no matter whether you like the system or the book and the information, that if you're intuitive, you should be able to take and connect with that pretty well. an absolutely new one of my favorites as far as the art styles go. So I actually don't think I gave the illustrator any attention, actually, and her name is Jenna. And I'm going to say the last name a little different, but Della Grottagia. So sorry, Jenna, but I do love that deck, and I did want to make sure to shout you out in this video a little bit. So make sure to stop on by and check out the next videos that we're going to be doing, and hopefully I can get through this deck and come back with a review for you guys to see how I liked it and how well it reads with. And it's always a pleasure doing these reviews and chatting with you guys. Blessed be. This is Leonora, and we'll talk next time.